Forgive me, I'm a bit sober. They said there's no time for palaver. Just read your poems like a cadaver. You've got 5 minutes each, so no thank you speech, or this reading will go on forever. So I'm doing my thank yous in verse to ensure that this speech will be terse. To Tom, Jan, and Donna, you can say what you wanna, but without you my poems will be worse. This is called Dog. He's talking about a dog, but there's no dog. It's a purely theoretical dog, like the one from my childhood, lying by the fire while it snowed outside, dreaming, I imagine, of a bone, though I imagine the snow and the fire as well as the dog. It wouldn't be right to set him sleeping in a room of realities, where you take off your shoes and learn to love each other nominally, where everything smells as if a candle made to smell like everything has been lit. It would be impossible to sleep in such a place, and cruel to the dog because the dog loves sleep, though he cares nothing for hypotheticals and arguments, which is evident by the way he stretches out his neck as we continue to talk, curls his tail into himself, and quivers his lip in his sleep. This is called back surgery. It's about my mother's back surgery. In the beginning I was, and I was without form and void, and darkness was upon my face, and my face was made of waters, and a voice moved behind the wall, and there was light, and the darkness was closed to me, and I was named, and this was my first day. And the voice said, let there be sky to split the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And the sky was called Mother, and it was the voice, and I was divided, and this was my second day. And Mother said, water is not breakable, and this must be remedied. Let the waters harden in part, and it was so. And the hard parts called she body, and the parts untouchable called she song. And Mother said, let the body excrete waste, the mouth yield sound, and the hand work rock after its kind. And it was damn good, and this was my third day. And Mother said, I'm new at this, but have seen it done 1,000 times. Let there be a light in my eyes to cast out the darkness. And she set the great light in herself to shed light upon me, and to breathe amber deep inside my lungs. But the darkness was insatiable, and its lesser light found me, and the stars also. And my fourth day was not a day, but a night. Then Mother stepped it up a notch, and said, let my child fly to me in the blindness which is love. She created great dangers in every guilt that moveth me, and shot me through with needling desires which my night waters brought forth. And Mother said, let us make a self in our own image, after our likeness, and let it have dominion over the dangers in the bowels, desires of the heart, and over every word that creepeth upon your tongue. So Mother created I in her own image. In the image of Mother created she I. Boy and man created she I. And Mother said, raise your body, pillage it. And Mother saw I had forsaken all that is cloud made, and this was a daze that seemed like it would last forever. And on my 7th day, Mother continued working, and she bent low with a pain in her back from her work which she had made. And Mother blessed the 7th day, and sanctified it, because that in it she had continued her work, and work is a thing to be revered in its ceaselessness. And thus I was finished enough. Terms. I kept one of her draped over the edge of the couch, where I could see her. She kept one of me in the fridge for refreshment, and one in the bed for warmth. Grudgingly, I left her hanging from the shower head. Others might mistake her for a loofah. But the way she washed my body, she kept me in her front pocket, like a trusty pen, and I her like a toothpick, in my wallet and in my sock drawer like an emergency condom. She was a ringful of keys, long and skeletal, dreaming of a hip to dangle from. I was a box full of locks, pad, combination, and time. Or it was the reverse, perhaps, or that both of us were each, but sometimes a lock of me butted shackles with a lock of her. The fear of infidelity burned like a pancake forgotten in the pan. Things were fine, good even. A beekeeper's veil had come between us. Neither was sure who was keeping who from doing what. And this last poem is called Intimacy Part 2, Last Night. Astonished at my ability to love you with the fury of that day on the boat, you know the one, I'm rolling in like a tide or storm front expected years in advance, but surprising in its charcoal underbelly. I'm rolling past apartment buildings, the Hungarian pastry shop of our courtship, signing nothing like a man who refuses his need for glasses. I'm here now, do you remember that? You will me here, the way tumults of humanity will gods into being. I am your slave, though I act like your master. Here I come, I'm falling like rain, diagonal through the window. I am the rain on your tongue. I am back from the war of light. Soon everything will descend, the earth. Thank you.